Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Swordhaven. Now, at the end of the last episode I was faced with a slightly awkward situation related to this stack of arrows here. Now if I just look at the map for a moment, that's not the map, this is. So we have completed this much of this warren of caves, infested with savages and some ancient ruins and a, let's call it a dormant volcano. It's not fully active at the moment. Now, I have almost enough arrows and healing potions to explore the rest of this area. However, if I push on now, I'm likely to essentially fill in most of the area, but not quite the last few rooms, before running out of ammunition and supplies. And we'll need to either be very careful in my resource management, or go away, resupply and return. Now, we have enough crossbow bolts. We have easily enough crossbow bolts for Vavir. It's Lyris who is liable to run out of arrows shortly before the end, and our dwindling healing supplies, if we even have any at this point, are going to be a bit of an issue because these enemies hit suspiciously hard. Now we could go away and use this copper to craft a lot of arrows, and we might even be able to make some more healing potions. But if we do that, we use more resources, more rations. We do have one person who is close to leveling, but not close enough that a few random encounters on the way back to the city, and here again, are going to get that person to level. How are we doing for healing supplies then? Because we're basically on none, aren't we? Yeah. So we'd need to fight each fight carefully and rest more often. Provisions are expensive though. If I push on over this trap, I don't want to be returning over it. We need to save one or two of our 4 rations going forward for the return journey. So if we go 1, 2, we're likely to need to rest 3 times in here before leaving. So it's going to be rough. Do we have salt? We have saltpeter, which is not the same thing. I think we need to get out of here. I know it's not as exciting as pushing on, but let's do it anyway. My game this evening, my tabletop game, was, let's just say the luck was not entirely with me, so I'm thinking I should play it a little cautious for now. We'll go back across to the other side, ride across the river deep and wide. No? Ah, come on.
I'm on it.
And now let's just head on back. And do some crafting. I know we don't have the ingredients to make some big healing potions, but we can still make some weak ones. I think we got the stuff for that. The other thing that returning to civilization will allow us to do is... Oh, hey, wait, there's... I think there's an opportunity to possibly restore that bridge. But yeah, we'll also be able to sell some of our loot because we're likely to be overburdened on the return journey if we don't go back to town. We still haven't investigated this house, I know. Yeah, but that's... Merchant caravan? Yeah, okay. I mean, we can rest here, right?
Nice and smooth.
We need to rest.
Okay. The travelling merchant takes the still smoking pipe from his mouth and makes an unctuous bow. Greetings, gentlewoman. I'd love to see your wares. As you wish. He's got arrows. We could buy the arrows and leave. We could also sell some things while we're at it. Sure. Oh, but we need food as well. Okay, yep. I sort of don't want to sell the... I mean, this I'm willing to sell, I think. Because we found it ages ago. I have an inkling we can get a better price for some of these things in town. So I'm absolutely not parting with everything. Venerable, yeah, that's in a pretty bad state. Okay. I think then we go to coins for the balance. But this still doesn't get us any... No. This doesn't get us any healing supplies. Yes, I see the bandages, fine. We better just go. We also... Oh, did you give everything back to her? You bloody did, didn't you? Right. Okay, let's rest. And we'll just pretend the merchant has gone on his way when we wake up. Okay, off to the city we go. You stumble upon scoundrels of the basest moral fibre. Cattle thieves. These low lives have no qualms about taking an innocent life. Anything to silence a witness. Well, we better fight them then. Well, this might get us some experience. And a bit of money. Oh, it's dark.
Fine, I'll do it.
Okay. Let's see if we can go around and get a better angle on this. Because if we get caught trying to find our way around the pond on both sides, it will not go well for us. Lyris, you know what? You just back up to here and let them come to us. That way you're not wasting ammunition. Okay, Vavir can move out this way. Alright, this is working. Let them come. Uh-huh. I'd say that about works. Okay. It is what it is. Interesting dodge there. Okay, let's just far away. Okay, I think we'll go double strike. And it's not letting me move in here. Oh well. Go way of water just in case he gets attacked. And I think we move in here and intimidate. Okay, it's fairly minor damage. We can live with this. Right. Scare the living shit out of him, please. Or just for one. Not quite what I'd hoped for, but it'll do. Okay, now that's becoming a bit of a problem. Extra massive problem. Alright. Well, we'll just shoot this one then, if we can. Something. Ooh, that's a lot of dodging. Okay. All right, let's see. Well, we're gonna have to do something about this, aren't we? Hey. Oop. And move on up. Someone needs protecting soon. Right. Okay. Seriously. Not ideal. As long as they spread the damage, we're good. Now, 78% is pretty good odds. That's better.
Time for some humble pie, arsehole.
Okay, lady. Not quite 35? God, these are terrible. Right. We can get a 49. And that misses as well, but at least we get to roll. Is it the darkness? Or something else?
You best stop running.
I'm not sure. But I better just keep throwing attacks and hope I somehow do enough damage.
Little pain won't stop me.
Okay, second one hitting is perfect. Now we just got two more to take care of. Maybe. Leave it there, lady. Conserve your ammunition, please. You got a spear. Move on up. Give it a try.
Feel dragon
Is that it?
fury.
That will not be the blow. Neither this one. Okay then. There we go. So as the villains fall, their knavery put to an end. You can carry a lot, not necessarily that much. Oh, you can carry that much. Okay, excellent. And let's move on then. All of us. Get out of this place. We'll need to camp on the way back anyway. We are crafting, so Smelter's Row is the place to go. The marketplace will be closed until morning, so we may end up spending a night in the inn here anyway.
Okay.
Oh yes. Right. Bolts. 1 arrow. Always worth checking on our ammunition recovery. We'll just pop in the forge briefly, do a bit of fletching. Let's see. Arrow shafts, free please. And why free? Because arrowheads. We had free copper. And now we'll make some arrows. Ooh. We're gonna need a new draw knife very soon. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Oh no, we're good. Now we're going to need that new draw knife. And it will be costly. However, we're not going to run out of arrows anytime soon. Let us speak to the merchant, and he has no draw knife available today. Okay, that's going to be a problem for a little while. Oh, you know what? No, he has the best prices in town. Oh, sorry. That was a genuine misclick. Alright, so we want to sell him this pipe. Dice. A sword, sure. This relic that is fragile at best. Okay, I mean, we can make money out of this, but that's not the point. It's just lightening our load. Is this a generic? I think this is just a generic machete. I don't think it's a named item. We have a better two-handed sword now. Oh, interesting. Stamina point cost? What makes that so... Is this just cheap because we made it? Okay, so that's a lot of dosh. Is there anything... We don't need more copper. Steel we don't need yet. Alright, I think we are just going for money at the moment. And if we did... We need 3 more iron, right? Yeah. Okay. Free iron here as well. So yeah. He doesn't have any iron at the moment, he only has steel. We can try again in a few days, see how that goes. So where is the crafting bench for potions? Do we have to go all the way back to... Not Clamreach, the other one. By the ferry. We may need to.
I'm on it.
We also need rations. Yeah. Okay. I'm not aware of a location in the city where I can craft potions yet.
Nice and smooth.
However, I think we can only do food at the cooking pot. But we might as well meander over there and check, you know? So, is it worth staying here to rest until morning? Then... Okay, this lady. We haven't spoken to her yet. Let's be very rude and just check the cooking pot. I will speak to her at some point. Excellent. Right, so... We want... healing potions. We don't have the blood moss, that's okay. Oh yeah, we can make 11 of these. Obviously we want to split these a bit, so 1, 2 is 6 of us. Some get in more danger than others, especially these 3. So 2, 2, 2. we'll go 2. On the grounds that he may not only administer them to himself. Her spear gets her in a little more danger than the bow. Oh, okay. Now this. I'll keep this, as we might want to get her back into a leather if this breastplate proves to be a bit of a bad decision. We don't need those 3 cloaks or this stuff. I'm kind of inclined to say we go back there now, actually. How are we doing on that level? It's going to be a while. This lady would require our help with something that is a bit fiddly. I think she's had an argument with her husband and it is not easy to try and sort it out. I don't think I managed to sort it out in early access. I managed to get them to both be grumpy and not want to talk to each other. So there's some hard stuff involved here. So hang on. Food. Yes, rations. Okay, we do stay overnight then. No, we don't. There's a bloody cooking pot back there. And we have no salt, so we do. Okay, that settled it then. We shall go to the inn. Even if it's 4:30 in the morning.
Fine, I'll do it.
Now we do have a rescue to effect if we find the lady in this hideous cavern complex, horribly guarded by savage barbarian mutants.
Okay.
For now, though, we must rest. Cal stands watch over his inn, thumbs tucked snugly into the bib of his apron. Welcome back. Anything I can do for you? Yeah, we'd like to rent a room. You've come to the right place. We have several guests at the moment, but I'm sure we can find a room for you. And not only a room. As tradition dictates, you'll also be getting a hearty dish of cabbage soup and smoked fish. All that for only 12 dinars. That sounds excellent. Here's the money. I'll show you to your room. And there we go. Unexpected healing, but we'll take it. There is a storage chest here, but it does the Resident Evil thing of teleporting to every inn in the world, which feels like cheating. We will speak to this man upon our return, as he'll probably be here, but currently we are just trying to buy rations. A wealthy man. I'm not... Oh, he's moving. Okay. The merchant woman's singing passes by to her stall. Come hither, come one and all. My food will entice even the fiercest troll. Terrible rhyme. Let's see what you're selling. A little food and drink will do you good. Well, how about we go for... Sheesh. Daylight robbery, but there we go. I'm here if you're in the market for something tasty. Oh, we're good. We're good. May your path be lined with gold and your heart filled with joy.
Nice and smooth.
And then we'll go see this gentleman. At last the merchant rubs his palms together briskly. Looking to pawn something? Yeah, maybe. Show us what you got. Why don't you take a look at some of my merchandise and we'll see what kind of deal we can make. Well, all these things that count as stolen for a few days. Maybe you could take some... Hello? Steel, not iron. Damn it. Okay. Well then. We do need to work out how to smelt this. And perhaps we will find a way at some point. What is that? That is steel, it's not iron again. Oh. We can sell a couple of those just for the coins. Let's part with some of these items first, yeah? There we go. Because this gentleman is willing to buy many stolen for 1 hour. Oh, we can just wait and sell it to someone a bit later on. Well, that's illegal to sell anyway. I think that might be everything for now. Okay. Hello. Alright. And now our craftsman will be equipped once again to work for us. Tell me if you need anything else. Sure, we'll see you later. Do come again. Of course, but for now, we're gonna go back to the ruins. And I'm not worried about those 8 copper bolts because she's got plenty of bog iron and iron bolts to replace them.
Fine, I'll do it.
For now, we're just roaming back to the complex. And expecting to mete out death to its inhabitants. I'm sure they'll do the same to us, given half the chance. In fact, they've made that quite apparent. Let's just nip into here. Get that square cleared out. Merchant, we're good. We don't need one just now. Soon we might, sure. But not quite yet. A giant spider is known to snare both birds and animals in their webs. And they won't say no to human meat either. Well, with a 6% chance of running away, we better just fight them then. It's night time again, and someone is very sleepy. I am not going to hit the rest button just to get that one person on good form for the fight to come. Because realistically, with enemies in the area, that is one of the dumbest things I could do. You know what? She's too tired to use her crossbow. She'll just have her spear here, poke stuff if it comes close. Okay, people. You've got over 100 arrows, so fire away. Close enough. Right. Let's just make it difficult for them to get a base in there. There we go. Uh-huh. You spit your nasty, yucky stuff at us. Okay, we've got a spear. Oh, that is low. I think it must be the darkness. That and the fatigue. How about we try and take this one out of the picture? Excellent stuff.
Die, monster!
You crack that outer shell a bit. And then get in here with the two-handed sword. And we go like this. Precise strike, and then double strike while we have some sort of accuracy remaining. Okay, it's going to make us bleed. Really, you can't just... There we go. See, you can. Apparently now you can't. Okay.
You're going down.
Yeah, go on then. Just for one. And then we stop. You know what, though? We really did need to sleep, so let's do that now. Excellent, and away we go. Let's ready that crossbow. We got ammunition to burn, as it were. And we'll continue back to the canyon. Excellent. We've resupplied, and it only took an inordinate amount of time to do so. However, we're now in far better shape to take on the dangers of the caverns themselves. So let's do that. Do we want to cross to the other side? Absolutely. After a nerve-wracking crawl, you release the rope and exhale in relief. And all of us arrive on the other side, in the caverns once again.
Nice and smooth.
Now what is that? It's a bog iron dagger, so nothing too great yet. So we do have a... someone's going to trigger the trap, and it's going to be her. Then we carry on. This contraption remains operating. The gate is open. We'll pass on through. And then we'll have some fun. Oh, I should have brought a new pickaxe. So, in this chamber, we have a locked gate.
Quickly now.
We also have a contraption with hanging buckets. And there are logs on the floor. I will place a log in this bucket. Just for one. I will take another log. I'll place one in this bucket. That wasn't it. I'll take that back out. How about I put one in this bucket? Game. You're not allowing me to interact with that bucket. Why not? Oh, goodness sake. Let's put one in here. There are more logs on the floor. But I believe this can be done with only 2 logs. It's just a matter of working out. Not quite. Okay. How about we put one more in here? Well, that wasn't it. Oh, How about we take one out? Take this one out. Probably not going to be it. Somehow, that was it. Putting more weight in this one somehow reduced weight in this one, increased weight in that one, and made it work. And we could pick up the rest of those logs now. We don't desperately need them at this point.
I'm here.
We have explored the rest. That's the dead end. That's where the savage with his pets are. Now we want to be careful. We will want to head down this tunnel eventually, but we have no good reason to do so just yet, other than the fact that it happens to exist. That sounds oddly mechanical, don't you think? That beeping. And there are all these metal pipes and all this steam coming from the volcano. There was something going on here long before these savages. I'm not going to say arrived, but rather before they came, they sort of deteriorated into this current state, seems to be the impression. That there once was a highly technological society and then they forgot how all the machines worked. You get to stay there at the back, that's fine. Let's just use up some ammunition. Just leave it there. There we go, double strike, just in case. Looks like we need to work on our weapon skills. Now, given their equipment, the savages do hit rather hard. And I think that's intentional, to make it feel like, oh, these violent, brutish barbarians. Yeah, go on then, have a potion. Ah, he's got his big dodge skill up, I see. And then if we shoot this one at the back, maybe twice, then we just wait for the buff to expire, because otherwise we're not hitting it. Okay. Then again, we are. Excellent.
Want to get this one off.
Shall not pass.
Oh, really? That's unfortunate. I thought that was going to land. And there we go. Right. You can carry lots. Also, arrow recovery. And finally, this one. Bolts. Excellent. Well, you take that.
Fine.
So, over here, pretty much a dead end. Nothing we can interact with here, but we got to come here and explore it. Gain some experience points, get a few kills, clear out stuff on the map. We do still want to be cautious, though. There's definite hints of some former highly technologically advanced society, at least by this world's standards. Okay, we'll go left. That is a bit narrow. We'll go right.
I've spotted something.
Oh, you have. Excellent. Let's go look under that rock. Ooh, marbles and a snuff box. Excellent. We'll take those.
Okay.
And now there are more foes awaiting us. Excellent. We'll deal with those. Might have to be a little careful. I sense I've been fortunate. I'm being a little overconfident. We'll leave it at that. Well, that is unfortunate. Way of water it. Get that +4 dodge bonus. That's 4%. It's not much. If we shoot this, as it has not yet engaged, I was hoping that'd be a little more effective, so let's power some arrows into it.
Dog or whatever you are.
For the dragon!
And here come the rest of them. That's a 200 sword. Get in there and spread the enemy aggression. Give them multiple targets to choose from, so they're less likely to concentrate on one. Someone needs healing after this fight. Oh, yep, 2 people.
Oh no! I'm wounded.
We may... Bloody hell. Uh-oh. We might even just rest after this one then. Okay, lady. I think this warrants a healing potion just in case you don't make it out of here alive. Try twice. Better than nothing. Good stuff. Our craftsman there doing good work. Vavir. I'm kind of thinking, okay, no, we'll take one shot. Swap to spear and get a bit closer. I have a victim here. 85% chance to hit is good. 83 is also good. The foes are depleting. Now, it's right here. Club it like a baby seal. Probably not ideal, and he's not going to do it. He's clearly too honourable for that. Let's strike the one who hasn't had a turn yet. Let's try again. Oh, brutal. Nimble-footed dodger. You see what I mean? They do hit really hard. Now, part of that is the change to the way that armor and damage is calculated from early access. Really, you can't just... That's okay. Get in there. Seriously? Fine. Okay, we'll take a few more shots. And notice the rate at which our ammunition is rapidly depleting. Should have probably not done that. Oh no, we can get one more. 78, 84. We go 84. Okay. $75 is great. 69, pretty good. Okay, now we just need to put this dinosaur down very quickly before it can harm us, as it is the last remaining foe, and we've managed to avoid further bloodshed. Excellent stuff. Lyris can take all of that and then give the bolts to Vavir. I mean, they're hers anyway. I say we rest. Much needed. We'll... Oh, did we not? Okay. So let's continue to explore. And here we come to another one of those circular gates. We do have side passages we can explore, and I'll do that very briefly to see if they connect up. Because I honestly can't remember if they do or not. There appears to be no side passage here. And here... There we go. That's more like it. Oh! Nasty people. Well, we can face those. Scary bald ladies, all with the same portrait. Alright.
You've messed up much. This is where you fall down and bleed to death.
We need to pour through the gap. Yep, she can just stay there with her crossbow. Keep the boat back as well. The knight is kind of bottlenecked, and the barbarian rushes out to here to make room for more of his companions. Okay. Bit nasty, and here comes the other one. Well, we can work with this. It's fairly minor damage. We do have one person who could do some healing though. We'll move on through and make room for others. We'll go for a punch and a potion. Let's conserve our ammunition. And maybe it's not Voodoo Kid, it's Kedarain can finish this one off. And he can. Again, we have a character with a significant carrying capacity who will be taking most of these items. Now, this chamber, I think, bit of a dead end. Okay, nothing special in dice. We'll just take those. We're a gamer at heart. Why would we leave the dice behind? So clearly that narrow passage doesn't head anywhere as significant as through this circular gate. And there's ominous sounds coming from down it. I don't think we want to go that way. Let's go click on this circular gate. And unlike the other, this one now rolls aside and allows us through. We're now back into the kind of ruins we have seen with the bridge down in the southern part of the complex.
Nice and smooth.
Now, in this chamber, there are a number of statues. Before you stands a stone statue crowned with a nimbus, perhaps a sun symbol. Behind its stone feet sits a chalice fitted with a bronze crank, from which a jet of nauseating gas streams upward. We'll leave that. This statue is crowned with a metal piece resembling a crescent moon. Between its stone feet sits a chalice fitted with a bronze crank, from which a jet of foul-smelling gas streams upward. We'll leave this as well. Here we have another sun statue. And here another moon statue. And here a mural. Now I will need to be careful with this because we'll get locked in combat with things on the other side that can't reach us or see us. This bas relief looks like it may be shifted somehow. I see moon. I see no moon. And there's some light shining slightly on the no moon side. So, this moon statue is dark. This is good. This sun statue is illuminated. This is also good. This sun statue is dark. We will try the crank. If you turn the crank clockwise and ignite it, the chalice becomes a light source. Conversely, turning it anti-clockwise will shut off the gas supply. So we'll turn it clockwise. Okay. We step away from the statue. However, this moon statue is illuminated, so we'll turn this one off. If you turn the crank clockwise, anti-clockwise and ignite it, the chalice becomes a light source. So we turn it clockwise. In case that opens any kind of secret compartment or something. Now we'll head on through. Savages await us. And their pets. Alright, let's try cut this one. And just come into the room. Now we might as well use one of those last crossbow bolts. That shooting right through the giant portion of the wall that moved, that feels very wrong, so I'm not going to do it. Lyris, you are on this side, so you can absolutely shoot this one. Because if we can fell it, we could not. That would have been nice. Okay, let's just rush up and strike it with a weapon
Your
then.
head will make a fine trophy.
And then Kedarain, if you could bring your sword into the chamber, it will be greatly appreciated. Alright, let's see what they got. Oh, bashed him on the kneecap. That can be painful. Oh really, they're ganging up. Okay, that's fine. And a double strike. Come on, you can do this. Okay, no, you can't do this. My bad.
Time to die.
That works, foe. Pummel it. Or not, as the case may be. We have a spear, and we're not allowed to use it yet. Okay. I kind of want to say just rush up and don't waste the ammunition. Club it. It's a foul... well, it's a foul-minded creature. And it gets the chop. Excellent. Nothing too crucial, so we'll just take all of that. Then I'm going to explore this side chamber. Let's use a potion on our barbarian.
You need something?
One of these skulls is a skull mask instead of a skull. We'll take that. Not that we intend to use it, mind you. Hey. So obviously at this point, we appear to have entered into some ancient temple. And I feel the savages are the remnants of the Order of Knights who came here over a century ago. So maybe they are not the people who originally created all this stuff. Maybe this was made by some kind of
To meet your maker.
ancient civilization. Sure, we got one bolt left, let's use it. And then we're on to the better material. We'll use a few arrows, it may end the fight quickly. And it did. Excellent. So far, so good. Right, worn knife, empty bottle, explosive container, a chest!
Nice and smooth.
Excellent, I bet it's locked.
It's locked.
Unsurprisingly, we have a lockpick on legs for just such an occasion. And she got it open. Ooh, bandages, healing salves, and antidotal powder. So there may be poison upcoming. Let's just put all of those on her and pray we don't need to use them. And back here in the chamber, pewter spoon, sure, an incense pouch, and a duffel bag. Excellent. What's in the duffel bag? Oh, it's a back item. So carry weight plus 10, dodge chance minus 14. We have a few people who don't particularly dodge much. I mean, the barbarian gets hit pretty much every time anyway, so let him carry it. Because I'm going to probably keep giving him things to carry, remembering that he has a high weight capacity and forgetting that I've filled a lot of it already. More savages. Just the two of them by the look of it. Okay, let's get a bit defensive. Remind myself I can do that. Okay, we need to pound these quickly. And it's not quite happening, is it? That's okay. Spear. In there.
Can't win this.
Okay, and make way. Fire and step aside to conserve ammunition ever so slightly. Mace is doing great work there. Now, two-handed sword, let's see if we can finish this one. That works a treat. You're actually wounded, so we'll pull him back. Ow. Okay. Does he get his revenge?
Your death is at
Yes, he does. You know what? Let's rub some ointment on those wounds, make him feel a bit better. And then these two bodies. Sure, she can take those. Right.
You need something?
Let's push on into this chamber, and there is a corner. Now, these pipes recessed into the floor do mess with pathfinding in combat, so let's be a little cautious. More foes up ahead. Looks like about 5 of them. Alright, this one looks nasty. We'll go for a double strike. try again. It's something. Okay, we'll, with a hop, skip and a jump, boot that one back into his mate, and then pull back to allow our other companions into the fray. Spear time. I said spear. It's forcing me to try and run around. I don't want to run around. Can I go... I can't even stab this one. Okay. Well, let's try and shoot the one who's trying to sneak around on the side. Better than nothing. In fact, that worked quite well. So. Oh, the fact we had to step means we're not going to get a third attack. Kedarain, you know your stuff. Well. Okay, just get in there and be a target. Being a target worked. Let's hope it doesn't work too well. Oh, that is brutal. Oh! Yeah, they fight dirty. Okay. Alright, we'll swap to crossbow and try and take this one out.
It's a fight you'll get.
Ah, oh, come on, lady, that's just not fair. Right. Arrows it is, then. Right. Was that not a healing potion? That was a healing potion, okay. Back it up, then. Oh, this is going to hurt so much. I think we're going to go down 2 party members now. Although... Oh, yeah. I mean, it feels like they are overpowered for the low quality gear they're using. Presumably they just are supposed to just have really high stats to make them hit this hard, because when we get their equipment it's nowhere near this good. We'll defend. Then do some more shooting. I didn't want to shoot this much.
Time for some humble pie, arsehole.
Quite right too. These villains could certainly do with taking down a peg or two. Right, so we are going to patch up him, and then we're going to wait a very long time.
Yes, friend.
To be able to do it again. You can carry this lot for now.
Fine, I'll do it.
So the timer seems to only count
At your service.
when we're standing still. If we're moving, and or possibly even under group control, it does not change. There is another rain drum here. We will absolutely take that. And be overburdened. Let's shift some of this around. And there's some meat we can take as well. Oh, another savage. Okay, let's loot that body. And we're probably going to have to rest in here again.
By word and action, I will serve.
Our cooldown is still going nicely, so... I think I'd like to remove the wound before resting.
Okay.
But we're good for a little while. We have some things to do. So I will return to the main... the main hall. We'll call it a hall. It's not really a corridor or passage. There are curtains here. We cannot see it very clearly, but beyond the curtains we can blatantly set foot on the floor. Let us not do that yet. Instead, we shall continue into this chamber, where there appears to be an odd device. You approach a mostly dried up basin positioned beneath a hanging wooden pipe. 3 stone pedestals sit at its centre. A lever is installed on the pipe. These cursed underhalls are fitted with all kinds of jerry-rigged gadgets. It's doubtful they were left by whoever built this place, and the current inhabitants don't seem capable of creating such things either. That is, assuming they never had a knowledgeable leader. Let us inspect the pedestals. The tops of the pedestals are grooved, suggesting that something is meant to be screwed onto each one. We will pull the lever onto the pipe. When you pull the lever, the pipe vibrates and releases 3 large drops which spatter on each of the pedestals in succession. That's the only result. Perhaps something needs to be installed on the 3 pedestals. We will place the rain drum we found on one of the pedestals. And there it is. You set a rain drum on a pedestal and find it screws perfectly into place, as must have been intended. We will attach the next rain drum. You screw the second rain drum into place. Like its predecessor, it fits perfectly. We do not have a third rain drum, but we can pull the lever and listen to the intended effect. As you pull the lever, the pipe begins to shudder again. 3 drops of water fall, 2 of them landing upon the drums you've installed, producing a deep reverberation. A low rumble sounds somewhere in the walls. We will step back, scratch our head and leave. Now, how are we doing? 25 on the cooldown, okay.
I'm here.
Here are also some curtains. However, beyond them, a doorway that cannot be opened. It is very, very locked. We are now on the other side of this circular portal. And from here, we appear to be able to operate it, leading us back out onto the bridge once again.
How can I help?
Let's wait out the timer, and then we can rest. We don't need to rest here, though, do we? It's one of the safer places we could rest. Let's at least get off the bridge.
What is it you require?
So, I'd be interested to know from those of you who have not finished the game what your thoughts are on this so far. I have already alluded that I've heard rumours this may be similar to the end of Might and Magic 6 and Might and Magic 7 at the end of this game. And if you've played either of those games, especially if you've played both of them, you'll have a pretty good idea what I'm hinting at. If you have not, in Might and Magic 6, the monsters are invading the world, they're nasty, they're horrible, they need to be dealt with. And you go off and do loads of quests and amazing stuff. And then they tell you the demons are aliens from another planet. Here are some laser guns. Go to their spaceship, their crashed spaceship, and fight them in it. And in their crashed spaceship dungeon, of course the laser guns use the shooting skill, so any other weapons you've been using so far are just rubbish compared to that, especially against the aliens. And all the passwords you need to use in the dungeon to get through locked doors are the names of original Star Trek crew members spelt backwards.
Nice and smooth.
And then you beat the aliens and the world's happy and everyone's safe. Might and Magic 7. Hey, monsters come out of the sea. Why do they come out and start threatening the world? And you get this whole political situation with kingdoms which are threatening to go to war until they realise that these monsters which came out of the sea are the main big threat. And then they tell you the monsters are aliens from another planet, and here are some laser guns and some diving suits so that you can get through the water into their crashed spaceship which is underwater, and you can go and fight all the aliens again. Basically the same end. We will rest here because we need a third rain drum, and we're not going to find it anywhere in the complex. We do, however, have this unexplored corridor. Well, no, it's a tunnel. It's a crude tunnel. So let's make our way along it. So with these high-tech pipes, I mean, they don't look high-tech by modern standards, but in terms of, Nova Draconian technology, this is phenomenal stuff, right? I have heard rumours that this could get into the whole spaceships and aliens things again. So the talk of a dragon that flies from the mountains in the distance, it could be a spaceship taking off. So just something to be aware of. So there's a lot of large bats in this tunnel. And you may remember that just down to the southeast of here, before the bridge, there was a large boulder with bats flying behind it at the top of a great rise. Can you get in there? And no, you can't. Okay, that's fine. We are reaching the point where narrow corridors are bottlenecking our party, and if we had one or two less members, we might do rather well. Sure, take another shot and leave it at that. Okay. Kedarain, get in there and whop something good. One bat now remains. It won't be for long. Really? That's more like it. I thought we had this there, but our craftsman just let us down. Oh, kid, what are you doing? Right. We should save this ammunition, so we'll just move to a better position. 72 arrows already. Yeah, we can go for it pretty quickly when we want to. Alright. There are a few arrows to reclaim, so let's all one of them.
Fine,
Okay.
I'll do it.
Well, let's just continue along this passage and ask ourselves why we might want to go there. So before continuing any further, if I had ventured through these curtains into this chamber, I would not have found the third rain drum, and I would have come out here looking for it, thinking, oh my, where could it be? What place have I not explored or experienced yet? And that's why I didn't come here first. Behold! A mighty foe. Whatever that is. Looks like some kind of ginormous crab-like thing. Everyone needs to get into the room and get close to it. So, ideally, the savages can keep it busy and do some damage to it while we draw close. But also, ideally, they will stay alive long enough that we will have the opportunity to get in there and face this thing. It appears to spew venom, and we do have some anti-poison stuff. I like that jump over attack, but we should be aware they may be able to do it to us in the future. Now, we could ask ourselves, what could possibly force these savages into such a desperate situation they must come and face such a powerful foe? We'll work it out pretty quickly, don't worry. You can just stay back here for now. And we just need to keep on moving and watch as the enemy portraits drop off the initiative bar. There we go. What's it doing this time? Looks like some kind of screeching cone attack. And it does look very tough. Now, the abhorrent Krilliarch is taking damage. These savages are doing a good job of softening it up. And maybe we want to get Lyris closer so that she can use her powders in case anyone gets poisoned. We probably shouldn't overextend ourselves though, and should wait for our heavy hitters to catch up. Particularly our barbarian warrior, who seems to be lagging at the back of it there. Oh, I think we're down to just one noble savage. It's probably not even that noble. Alright, so now can we... Not quite. Almost. There we go. I'd say they've done a reasonably good job of softening it up. We'll hold back and allow our other warriors to draw close. And hopefully we'll be in with a chance. Thing spews venom from its rear end and moves over this way. So the savage rushes through. Okay. At least it's not hard to hit. And we have the lacerating arrow fall, which is a very short range shot. It may have been wise to switch to higher quality ammunition at this point. But we're doing damage. And we got a crossbow. Extra damage. It all counts. It's easy to hit, so we'll just go for a double slash. Then a single. Okay, we may be on something here. It appears to already be confused, so trying to confuse it again probably won't work. We could try crippling it, or could just get in there and bash it with our mace and hope for the best. Excellent stuff. Voodoo Kid, go on, man. You're the kid, after all. and Kedarain, strike the foe with your sword. It's nearly a down. However, oh, big damage. And the savage is suddenly no longer interested in the monster. That's probably his mistake. Really? Okay, we'll just shoot the monster then. Alright, let's see. You know what, Vavir? You could do with a bit of a confidence boost. Hey, oh, she's confused. I see. Well, let's confuse this individual. There we go. Excellent stuff. There we go. So, let's loot the bodies. A pointed stick will give it someone who can carry something heavy. The great big thing itself has another shimmering disc. Now, we got one of these already from our or something very similar from our personal unique quest. And it specifically said, you know, don't, you know, try not to lose this, but I don't seem to see it here now. The Kryliarch mandible and a copper arrow. Well, we know who gets the arrow and where it came from. I could have sworn we had something from that quest that said, you know, better hang on to this or don't lose it. Whatever it was, we don't seem to have it now, unless someone else is carrying it. I'm not holding out much hope here, but I'm pretty sure I didn't sell a unique item, but I don't seem to be able to see it here now, so I'd have to look over these things. It was very similar to this shimmering disc. It wasn't the glowing crystal, was it? No. I might have accidentally sold it. I hope not. Right. Let us continue. There's some blue flowers over here. Some copper, more blue shaft. And we still don't have a very clear reason why these savages were fighting this foe, but it will become clear soon. So beyond this cavern there is another passageway that leads out of here. First though, let's just make sure we've absolutely searched the whole place. Aha! Look at that. A narrow gap in the wall through which we could squeeze, and we undoubtedly shall. But let's investigate why we would want to do this. Here, in this chamber at the back, is a third rain drum. More importantly, however, tarnished sabatons, a hunting spear, and an iron helmet. Let's take a closer look at these. We have already given some of these to our barbarian friend, however we have a knight who also is deserving of proper armor. The iron helmet, pretty fancy. Compared to the infantry helmet, it is a step up. And compared to the officer's helm and obviously the ancient Malvian helmet, it's going to offer considerably less panic resistance. I say we give it to Vavir. And she's now reaching the kind of protection levels where she could front rank almost as often as Kedarain, so I'll have to bear that in mind. Make more use of her spear abilities. We don't like this damage. We have healing potion.
Still here.
Yes, friend?
I'm on it.
Probably shouldn't have done that, but I did. So now let's go squeeze through that gap in the wall. Clearly, these savages wanted the third rain drum and came here to try and retrieve it, but the mighty foe set upon them, and we can absolutely squeak through this crevice. Indeed we can. There is a side passage here containing some kind of animal that has been dragged in. It looks like it might have been some kind of goat, actually, from the shape of the horn. Let's continue along this path because it will provide us with a fancy little shortcut.
Nice and smooth.
Here comes a bat. Alright, we don't like being out here in front getting killed, but we don't have much choice. We got a crossbow, we'll shoot it, it's fine. So we will search for that body, get some fangs, and continue our onwards passage through this tunnel. Now, there is lots of copper here. We could dig it out if we spent loads of money on pickaxes. I don't think it's necessarily going to be that profitable for us. You can wait. You can shoot.
Hey, over here!
And then we can continue onwards. Copper, not the best moneymaker for us right now. Okay, another bat. Excellent. And it's not the only one, but it's the only one that's noticed. Okay.
How about you die?
And we'll follow that up with a double, as that seems to be working for us quite well so far. And we want to spread out into this wider area and go fight the last remaining bat before the boulder, which we could not reach from the other side. Can we put this one down with an equal amount of skill and success as the... Yes, we can. And somebody just leveled. From this side, we can push the boulder, like so. It rolls down, crushing absolutely nothing in its path, but allows us to make our way through, once again, to the temple itself. And before we interact with that puzzle, we're obviously going to let Lyris level up, and we'll even go clear out that side room behind the curtains as well. Can't say fairer than that now, can you? I'm getting very dry-throated, actually. I should probably go get a drink soon. And again, this has been a decent length of an episode as well. Oh, I've just realised what I should call this episode. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Thing is, we've only got one wounded person, and we don't really want to rest here just yet. Through the curtain we shall go. That mechanical beeping sound again. Well, almost like a ringing bell, but it does make me think there may be something to this high-tech aspect of this fantasy. Double strike. Do 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 do. Okay, we hit him in the end. Okay, you just come out here. Be a target. Not much of one. Yeah, what the hell is a crossbow? Shoot it. Shoot twice, then step aside and allow the real men through. Real men have testosterone and testicles. She does not have at least one of those things. Okay, just get to there. How is that not enough to wallop this guy? Okay, well, it's not, apparently. Oh, because you're not the knight. That's why. Okay, so we spread the damage. That savage roar is pretty nasty. Oh, come on. Seriously now. Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, he's confused, that's why. Makes perfect sense now. Okay, if we don't put this man down with a sword, Lyris has a dagger, which is going to be far more efficient than using her arrows. Let's go help the barbarian. Here we go. Spear. Move up. Knife him. I'd say make him bleed, but he doesn't have the health for it, so just attack. There we go. Alright, good Sir Knight. Can you... Seriously, why not? That's disappointing. Well, Kedarain, strike the one who doesn't have a massive dodge buff at the moment. Really? What happened to your action points, man? Okay. Oh! And we got a level we should have taken. Okay.
It's nothing but a scratch.
Oh, and this one doesn't go for him. That's okay. And we now have, like, 3 wounded people. So resting is much more enticing right now. Seriously, why can't we just fit through that broad gap here? I know there's some significant overhang from the top of this brazier, but no. Okay. Utilize some arrowcraft here, as it may let us live. It did. Excellent. So, more ammunition of our own, reclaiming. And over here, these ones have not very much. Okay, there's a comb. That's nice. And a big bag full of stuff. The big bag contains some leather and feathers. Well, that rhymes. We clearly now need to rest, so let's absolutely do that. Lyris has a level. This takes her up to level 5, so she won't be expecting a weapon perk. Let's see. Obviously she wants to be good at lockpicking, so we'll put 8 points into that. We will put 3 more into ranged weapons, and then her dagger skill does need to go up. We'll put 1 into medicine so we can keep working on it. There we go. Vavir is the only one who hasn't reached level 5 yet, and she will be a while, so we'll just stick with it and rest everyone right now. And after that little excursion, the time has finally come to place the 3rd rain drum. Once again, you stand before the strange contraption with a pipe above 3 pedestals. We will attach the final rain drum. With a flourish, you screw the final rain drum in place. Now all 3 are sitting snugly on their pedestals. All that remains to do is pull the lever and see what happens. As you pull the lever and the water drops pour onto the rain drums, a 3-note melody sounds nearby. The wall facing the basin trembles and a cloud of dust rises into the air. The gate has been opened. And I think we'll go through there in the next episode, because this one looks like it's been long enough already. I hope you've all enjoyed this episode, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the very next one. I'll say goodbye for now though, and cheerio everyone. See you all soon.